Hello everyone. So as I said before, I said that I was going to create a recording of how to delineate a watershed. So let's get started. So you'll see here that we are at the store for the USGS or United States Geological Survey website. So what you'll want to do is scroll down until you see the Find Maps by Location. And then scroll up and then look for the tile that says US Map Locator. And then from there, use Map Locator tool. Now, the United States map will open up, and the easiest thing to do, honestly, is to just uh, move New York to the central or to the center, then just zoom in. You can type in the name of your water body if you want to. I prefer to zoom in. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you. So once we zoom in until we see the water body that we are looking for, we're going to do two examples. One that's a water body that's small and another one where the water body is very large. So as far as the small, let's focus on Newtown Creek. So Newtown Creek is a second Superfund site that tends to not get a whole lot of love or attention, but it does also have a watershed. So the way you select the location of your pin is just choose a section, right? So I'm choosing right here, that's right up against the creek. You either double tap your mouse pad or you right click, and then you'll see that the name 520 Kingsland, and then you'll see View Products. Select View Products, and a list of maps will open up. So you want to select the latest map, 2019. So choose View PDF. I like to open my maps right away. And so as this is opening up, it might take a minute or so, depending on the speed of your internet service, as far as when it will actually show up as a PDF. Great. Okay. So, a couple things to note before we do a screenshot. One is how to delineate a watershed. Pretty much the simplest way to figure out the area of your watershed is to literally find the circles. That's it. So you want to find the circles that are closest to your water body. So there's one here. There's another one here. There is another one here. It's kind of tiny. It's hard to see because of 278. Where else? There is another one here. Another one here, 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 here. And then you just keep going all the way around, right? So you want to find, to the best of your ability, circles that will help you to connect together your watershed. So now, the next thing you need to do is you need to do a screenshot. And so for my Windows users, can't speak to Mac, but for my Windows users, for my snipping tool, which is also the screenshot tool, you'll want to hold down the Windows tile button, Shift, and then S. And now make sure that when you select your area, you choose a selection that includes as many of those circles as you can. open up your image. And then the next thing you want to do is you'll need to save it. So I'll name this Newtown Creek. Watershed. Great. Now there's a couple things you can do for my screen or rather snip and stretch or sketch. I can actually draw on this picture. So we're going to do that right now. So remember before how I said that, yeah, that's good. I'll just use black. How I said to look for the circles, that's what we're going to do right now. So let's start here, right? So we have this big old circle. What does this circle tell us? This circle tells us that it is the highest peak at that section. That is the highest land above sea level. These ridge lines, as you move closer to Newtown Creek, that means the sea level or the land above sea level is falling or dropping. You're basically going down a hill. So when rain falls, it starts, let's say it hits this top or this very peak of land. That rain will shed, quote unquote, down this land and eventually end up in Newtown Creek. Another great example is right here. Here's your encircled area. That is the highest peak for this section. And then these ridges that are against this circle here, that tells you that that water or precipitation will shed, quote unquote, down this land into the nearest water body, which is Newtown Creek. So with that, let's start connecting everything to the best of our ability. So we have one here. There's actually a tiny peak here. There's actually one here. There's one here, and then here, 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 there, there, there. You can go backwards, that's totally fine. There. And then we will just circle back around. And so that is actually our watershed, roughly. Very, very roughly. So with this, you'll want to save it. Now, let's say you don't have that ability to delineate a watershed in your snip and sketch, right? So going to erase these watershed lines. Great. Let me do a save as. Do that. Yes, replace it. Now the next thing you can do is go to your watershed example. I created a Google Doc and I named it watershed example. You do not have to name it this. And the first thing you need to do is select insert. Then go to drawing. Select new